Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. As you can see, we've already started here.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Howson. Matthäus. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That is good alertness. Mbappe. Camavinga. Well, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there. Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He's got tall. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
It's Bebeto. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Takes aim and crosses. No foul, says the referee.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. Victoria, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Cannavaro. And it's Vitinha. And here's Mohamed Salah. Forlan. Here's Puyol. Well, there's a probing ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge is flagged offside. Matthäus. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now he's got space here. Floated through. And they're back on the ball. And he's decided to go for it. Gave it a go, but off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gravenberg proves too strong. Out to the right. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That's going to go a long way. Played out towards the right wing. Could try cutting inside here. And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. And it's Bellingham. And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Mohamed Salah.
A beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Played through for him. Can he finish? Goal! Victoria! And Victoria are in front. And we've reached half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time. Substitution on the
Victoria
field.
leading 1-0 at the break.
Bebeto. Coming on
And
to
we're
replace
underway
him
again.
is number 19.
Victoria carrying a 1-goal lead. Rijkaard. Forlan. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he shoots! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That is ended up in no man's land. Howson is the team's great visionary. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Decent progress down the left. Victoria just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now it's Mohamed Salah, aimed beyond the defence. Cleared without complication. Just about up to the hour now. And he's there to retrieve it. Forlan. Forlan unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Was somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the...
It's Salah! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking to play him in. Great vision. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Victoria leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Threads one in. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. That's gone for a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Coming on the field is number 20, Batistuta.
Tries to play it through. Forlan is in a really good position out wide. There's the shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Bellingham.
But there's going to be another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Victoria, moments now away from seeing this one out. And this is Batistuta! Oh, he's been caught napping. Aimed in towards the centre. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. That has not gone well. That's an imaginative pass. House. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Victoria have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the man of the moment in every sense of those words is Marcus Rashford. Model player and model humanitarian. His development really has been incredible on all fronts. And he's so much more than the speed merchant we saw on that remarkable debut.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Big chance! Goal! Victoria! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there. But you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Salah. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Casillas gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Victoria are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And this is Mohamed Salah. He is just caressing the ball. Van Dalton, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's roll! Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Passing nice and neat. Real chance! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitution for China, number 14, Rashford.
Time then for the first
Coming on
substitution of the
field
game.
is
Well, this could be a bit of a
number
nightmare
9,
scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs.
Shoots! They've done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Knocks it into shapes the shoots! Goal! China are all square.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
We have ourselves a real game here.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rummenigge. Raul, a player who needs no introduction. There's the whistle for half-time. Victoria are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Serginho. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ronaldinho. And that's been won straight back. Ronaldinho powering forward here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge receives it in a wide position. Corner it is. Victoria with the corner, there first. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's Rijkaard. Vitinha applies the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Vitinha just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And he shoots! Goal! China! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Victoria really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Chance for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Decent chance!
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
That's an imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. Rummenigge. That is a little undercooked. Well, there's the clearance.
China can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And it's Vitinha. Marquinhos eases the ball away from him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Played into space. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is as far as it goes. Victoria, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. So a very special reception for the very special Franck Ribéry.
Very true, and I think all of us here are expecting an awful lot from him. He is, as far as I'm concerned, one of the very best in his preferred left-wing position. He said himself that that's where he feels most free.
Because that's what gives him the freedom to make use of his pace, his movement, and his ability to shoot from a fair way out.
Correct.
That has ended up in no man's land. It's a searching pass. Howson calmly anticipates. Can he get it through? And the pass is intercepted. Mateus. And here's Mohamed Salah. And this is Forlan. Ribéry. Chance here to counter. Now, can they get him away? And this is Bale. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Okazaki.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they...
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts.
Climbs up big! He's delivered all right! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
After 23 minutes,
A 1-0 lead established.
number 22.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here. And while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
It's Bale! Against the crossbar. And vicious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And the through ball. Alexander-Arnold. Belling. Now it's Bale. Takes a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Adams cuts it out. Belling looking understandably energised after his goal. Okazaki! It's hit the upright.
Vittoria certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Rummenigge.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And here's Mohamed
There
Salah.
will be 1 minute added time.
And that's another good win of the ball. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at
everybody,
half-time
and this
because
is
in
a quick
truth they've
reminder
not
to let
really
you
been
know
at it
that
so
you'll be able
far.
to catch today's
If the
match
pep talk
broadcast
works,
live
we
on
may
the
see a
FM
very
station.
different side second half. We need to.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible.
It's Okazaki! Sticks it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
He's going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Bale.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And that could set him on his way. And that has been clubbed away. Played out wide. Now it's Mohamed Salah. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Short changes him with that pass. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Forlan. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified. Okazaki! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Okazaki really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Lovely, now then. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's shapes to... It's bounced back off the post. And the cutback. He's had a shot! They've done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look...
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's been caught on it here. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
It's Okazaki! Oh, taken with style. He won't get any simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Has been indicated.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Time added on, 4 minutes. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Okazaki. Great ball if he can... And the finish! And that is the last effort of the game. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong, and absolutely gifted.
And that's a throw-in. Nice looking ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that's a little loose. Raul plays it in. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Robertson. Lovely feet. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that one shoots! It's in! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Aim forwards.
Victoria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is Stuka! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vitinha. Bristol applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. And here's Raul, played back in. Mateus is there, and he can get that clear. Rummenigge. Now it's Vitinha. Oh, played right into his path. Caceres. Kukçu. Kukçu. This might spell danger. Howson. Vitinha.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Forlan. Vitinha bops him off it and wins back the ball. And there's the end of the first half. How would you review the first half?
Victoria certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's had it nicked away. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? It's a goal! the second half is off to a flyer. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
It's played through for him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Looking to go deep. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Kukcu. Knocks it out wide. Played in by Roberts. He's got full. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Certain, searing, and imperious. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Just a quick request today for everybody to please kindly remove any cars parked on the road.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career...
Forlan prepared to hit it from distance. Never shy to have a go. Shifted it to the flank. Rijkaard. Well played. That has knocked out the danger. Rummenigge. And Mateus.
This is the time you need that pace.
Azar. A good-looking ball. Rummenigge. Now it's Vitinha. Victoria still without a single shot on target. Out to the left it goes. That's good play. Forlan did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi, distributed tidily, and he's picked it up out wide. Cross. Messi! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Beckenbauer.
Corinthians clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is. And it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Oh, super decent chance! And somehow it stayed out. Beckenbauer. Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Real chance! Goal! Corinthians! How very smart. He just got it right.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
After 36 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Forlan, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Rummenigge, and this is Mohamed Salah. Looking for options for movement. He's had it! It's bounced back off the post. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Forlan. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there's the end of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Pinches it off him. Now it's Mohamed Salah. That looks a cracking ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Victoria still this single goal behind. Vitinha! Great chance!
Oh, that is rather wayward. I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, this looks sharp. That has been cut short. Beckenbauer. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared.
It's Fulham! And he's really put himself on the line here. Victoria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That's a sharp pass. Costa Curta cuts out the pass. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Messi. Vitinha makes the interception.
Corinthians clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's Messi. Now it's Forlan. Mbappe. And this is for Forlan! And that would have won it.
Forlan really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Substitution for Corinthians. Number 4, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 10, Messi. Number 11, Mbappe. Number 18, Kukcu.
De Bruyne with the short
On
one.
the field, Alessandro Bastoni. Number 6,
Deep cross.
Mohamed Salah. Number 14,
That should get the job done.
Number 7, De Bruyne.
Victoria are looking to go forward now. Now it's Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. Now it's Raul. Now it's Forlan. Yamal. Always onto this.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation
2
mode.
added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, easy pickings there. Mohamed Salah. And that is that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence.